The next question up has to do with grip and the deadlift. This lifter says, I typically do double overhand during my warm-ups until I'm entering the work sets, and then I alternate which hands go over and under, all in the name of removing imbalances from my lifting. However, I've been thinking about a few things, one being the more reps I do without my work setup, the less practice I get, and I also feel really awkward when I'm pulling with that switched grip. What are your thoughts on grip throughout the warm-ups and work sets? I'm a bit different in that I pull with my competition style mixed grip all the time. For my very first warm-up, I may do a couple of reps with a double overhand grip, but from there I'll go to my competition mixed grip because one, I feel like that's a thing that needs to be warmed up as well. There's some range of motion requirements in the shoulder and in the elbow and things like that. And like you said, it feels awkward the first set or two that you're using it. So I would prefer that awkwardness come with a light weight in a warm-up set. In addition, there's volume to be had in those warm-up and ramp-up sets. And for me, I have some concerns with the weights that I'm deadlifting and whatnot about my distal bicep attachment. I've never had a problem with it, but I don't want there to be a problem with it. So my thinking is the more volume that I get for those structures, they will adapt and become stronger just like other structures will. So I want to create a specific adaptation for the way that I deadlift in competition. So I warm up the same way that I do in competition and so on. I know that some people disagree with that notion. There are a lot of people who feel like you should warm up with a double overhand grip until you can't hold on to the bar anymore and then switch to your competition style mixed grip. I don't recommend switching your mixed grip. If you're going to mix grip, then mix one way. There's, like I said, there's a lot of specific adaptations that are happening, and you want them to happen in a way that's going to be most beneficial for you with the heaviest weights. So that's how I do it. That's my recommendation as well. So try doing it that way for a few weeks and see if it feels less awkward to you. I know that there's concerns about imbalances and things like that. I'm not sure how pervasive those concerns need to be. These are conversations that I've had ongoing with physical therapists who don't necessarily share my opinion, and I would have to concede that when it comes to injury prevention, injury rehabilitation, that's not my wheelhouse, that's not my area of expertise. So I would defer to them with regard to that stuff. However, when it comes to performance, we have to balance these two things. This is how I've decided to balance. If you feel like warming up with a double overhand until you can't hold on to the bar anymore and then switching to your mixed grip is a better balance, that's fine as well. I don't think I would recommend mixing your mixed grip though.